It's bright and early. Time to get working. So we got a handful of problems. First off is the welds cracked on the expansion tank. I called it. Well, I jinxed it, I mean. And we'll be installing a oil pressure gauge from AEM today. So I'm stoked on that. We're gonna try to fix a big coolant leak in the rear of the block and assess an oil leak I have at my drain pan. I don't know if it's my Mishimoto drain plug not pressing the crush washer enough, because it's a weird sort of plug. I don't know, we'll have to get into it and look at it. But I got some new shifter linkage to install from Turn-In Concepts and a few other goodies, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good day. So alternator's out. Here's our OEM oil pressure sensor. I just took off this cap I had capped off right here to test it, and it does have a small leak in it. So while we have the alternator out, I'm gonna throw a new plug on that, cap that off, and maybe I'll check the rest of these too, because they might be getting old now and starting to crack. So here's the OEM oil pressure sensor. So I got this sandwich plate right here. I mean, I don't really know what you call it, freaking divider. I don't know. I'm gonna remove this washer though, because I'm gonna use Teflon. And then your aftermarket sensor will go on the side and OEM on the top. There goes the washer. So make sure you Teflon everything, or do some sort of thread sealer or thread locker so you don't have any sort of leaks. Okay guys, so I saw somebody do this build. You got your divider, OEM sensor up top, and aftermarket sensor on the right, on like a 2017 STI or something. And you know, all the motors are pretty much the same when it comes to the EJs with fitment. So hopefully this alternator fits back in there properly. I guess we're gonna find out. So I fed my connection underneath the intake manifold, and I'm gonna try to enter the firewall right there, but we'll see how that works out. All right guys, just like I was worried about, alternator does not fit now. So I can't utilize the OEM sensor. I'm just gonna go with the aftermarket, and I don't know what the problem will be. If I don't run the OEM sensor, it might have a check engine light, or the oil pressure light will be on, I don't know. But I don't care. I'm just gonna use this one in the OEM spot, and these will go in the closet. Got my vacuum caps and some 3M tape, and looks like I just got my shipment from Tuner Vision. Didn't win the Miata that was being given away, but I don't care. It's freaking sick. Okay guys, so I got the sensor in. Here's what I was telling you guys about. You ready? So here's this cap right here. I spin it around, if I can. Look at that. There's your boost. That's a boost leak. This one was bad too, I believe. Let's see. No, this one actually was pretty good. This one was pretty solid. This one was bad. That one's bad. So I'm gonna patch both of these. I believe this is evap though. It has no PSI in it. I don't know though. But this one for sure is a boost leak right here. Look at that. So I'm gonna replace these, and then put the alternator back in. I can finish hooking up the gauge. Freshy caps, all three right there. Alternator's back in, everything's capped off, new sensor in, lines fed underneath the intake. I'm gonna start it real quick and make sure it's not leaking any oil from the sensor, and we'll go from there. No leaking. We're gonna proceed with the gauge install now. We'll see how that goes. That might be even more difficult than this, who knows. Okay guys, there's the new shifter linkage installed. I didn't film the install because there's like a million videos on how to install these on YouTube, but pretty simple and straightforward. So I got the Turn-In Concepts shifter linkage right there. I believe I have the Cartboy, I think the Cartboy shifter bushings in this lower, and then the upper I believe is also Cartboy right up there. It's a great setup. I'll have to show you. Here's the OEM shifter linkage I installed previously, and these bushings just got squishy like the day of. Like they didn't last whatsoever, but the new ones on the Turn-In Concepts are actually, I believe they're polyurethane. or something like that. So I'll have to show you. Obviously I have all this apart because I'm going to be installing the oil pressure gauge in the middle and the clock, and so, but I'll find the best way to show you this. So inside I got I believe there's torque solution bushings in this shifter linkage right here, then the Cobb short throw shifter. There's not very much wiggle. And reverse seems pretty solid too. A lot less wiggle than it had before. It was really wobbly, but I'm pretty satisfied with this. So sensor goes from under the intake manifold. Wire goes through this grommet in the firewall, right behind the master cylinder. I just fished them all the way through and they ended up coming down. Wires I kept down right here because they're gonna go into the fuse box, and I fed up right through back here, up and through the connector for the gauge. Okay guys, I'm just reassembling the car now. I got the gauge in, all the wires are fished through and hooked up, but we have an issue. I think the sensor in the engine bay, the bolt is damaged. So I guess some of these AEM oil pressure gauges come with damaged sensors that you put in the stock location. So I think I need to email AEM or give them a phone call and get a new sensor ordered, because every time I throw the car in the on position, when you put the car in the on position, it just says sense, which if you look it up, it just means there's an issue with the connection from the gauge to the sensor, whether that's a spliced wire or anything like that, damaged wiring. And I went through the whole wire harness and I don't find any damage. So I'm gonna order a new sensor and then we can finish the install on this. But for now, I just have this clock cover sitting in here, and I'm gonna reassemble everything and then we can end the video off. So it was a very productive day, but also a little disappointing finding out the news of a damaged galley plug, but it's okay. We'll get it figured out. I was really hoping to wash it, polish my headlights and stuff. I never got around to this because there's some more bad news. First of all, I told you guys the weld's cracked on this Mishimoto. I ordered a Killer B and I was actually going to pick it up today, but I bought it a few days ago and they actually didn't order it when I bought it from Reflected Image. So I'm going to pick it up Wednesday. I'll make sure I film the install on that. And I'm getting a new Greddy oil plug that will hopefully be better than my Mishimoto plug, because my oil is leaking right from the bottom of my oil pan. So hopefully we get that all sorted out. If you can see, the wire harness is in great condition. There's no random splices or cuts or anything. It's brand new. So I checked all the wiring over and there's no issues. So the only thing I can assume is what they say is a problem with these, which is the damaged galley plug right there that comes faulty. So I just need Mishimoto to send me a brand new one of those, and hopefully we can get it all buttoned up and then we can actually wash the car. And I'm planning on, sorry, I took that off my oil pan because it's soaked in oil. I did some green on the diffuser right here. I did that a few weeks ago or so, and I was actually planning on doing it for the side skirts and the front lip today after I washed it, but we got cut short, but it's okay. The interiors are all buttoned back up. There's kind of a mess over here, obviously, but I got everything buttoned back up, and this guy's just sitting in here for now. I can get that figured out in the future, but shifter linkage is in. Feels real good. So I'm excited to drive this thing again. Super hyped. I'm trying to get a carbon fiber piece right here. Somebody's selling the shroud. I think it'll look really good. Too bad they don't make the whole one for the 05s. The 04s, they made them galore, but just this will look pretty good. I'm excited. So okay guys, well, I just picked the wife up from work, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I can edit this video to actually be entertaining and not just a handful of failure. And if not, you're never gonna see this. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay tuned. Next video, we're gonna wash it and put the green strip of 3M, or the vinyl green strip on all the trim, and it'll look real good. And hopefully I'll have the gauge fixed with the new pressure sensor. So we'll see. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.